work for Europe. God damn it.
What?
Episode 1.
Episode 1 with our new host, right?
The one and only Prince Albert.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Yeah, we got a little help from Albert. It's getting to be a lot of work for Matt and me to get all this stuff set up, so it'd be nice to have somebody join us and take care of some of it.
You just be honest. It's a
honest
lot of
about-
work for you.
For me, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I remember when you asked me, I said it was a lot of work. You want to start a podcast? No, it's too much work.
Mm-hmm. So people don't like. What if they think that I have anything to do with it, with the editing and stuff?
And we have a guest here. I think we'll just skip what we did this week because we have to introduce Albert, and we got. Wait a minute! I found a program online, Matt, that if I type somebody's name in, it tells me how to pronounce it.
That's perfect for you.
So we got Timo Savlikos from TSAK.
Yeah, that's close.
Handmade
That's close.
knives.
Good enough. Yeah,
Hey.
I'll take it. It's good. Hello. Thank you for having me.
Wonder
Thanks for joining
Boy.
us.
I'm not sure about that, but I guess thanks.
You went from nothing to kick ass in a very short time. So, Wonder Boy.
Yeah, I took some. I put some time in it. It wasn't without struggles, but yeah. Thanks.
So you started in like 2020, I believe, right?
Yeah, I should say 2020. I was trying a little bit in 2019, but it was in my barbecue hardening and just with an old saw blade. But in 2020, I really started diving into it and going down the rabbit hole. Yeah, that's where all the serious stuff started.
And you have on Instagram, you got your first knife, I think, that you ever made, or the first 2 knives. That's something you don't see too often with makers. They don't like to show those things, but I like to see the progress. Over the 4 years, it went very
sure.
quickly.
Yeah, I mean, when I started, I saw all the beautiful knives, and I thought, wow, what am I doing wrong? But it's normal that everybody starts with shitty knives, and yeah, I thought maybe it will help new makers to see that the first knives can be shitty, and you just have to make sure the next one are better.
Work for it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Damn straight. It's almost with everything. It's like the first ones are always shitty, except for our podcast.
How about you, Albert? How was your first knife?
I still have it. I use it in the kitchen still, but of course it's horrible. I mean, the plunge lines are uneven. The handle is asymmetrical and stuff. So, but I mean, even
That
if
was a
it's
feature,
shitty,
right?
yeah, it was. No,
It's a right-handed cut.
No, it was a mistake.
Okay.
But it's still a working knife, so that's why I kept it. It works. It's not pretty, but it works. So I'm not gonna throw away a piece of steel that works. So I kept
So
it.
does it remind you of Keith every time you look at it?
No,
Like it not being pretty, but it works?
no.
I got my
knife isn't
first.
working.
I still have my first knife hanging up. When I first started, it was like you wanted to do everything. I made my own shitty micarta. There's like air bubbles in it and everything, and the handle's way too small. It's like a 3-finger handle.
Nice. You should sell that one. I'll buy it.
I was waiting for a 3-finger joke from you, Matt.
Nope. No. I'm
Disappointing.
not a pervert.
So Timo is another Dutchman. We got 2 Dutchmans on.
Yes, sir.
2 Dutchmans and 1.
No, 2 Austrians.
Two
Depends on what you're
Austrians.
talking about. I could be Austrian or American. Depends on what we're talking about.
Yeah. You're like I'm Austrian. I'm that was bad shit. Yeah.
Hey, so I was trying to sign on tonight. This isn't Wank of the Week. This is just a normal topic. Instagram, for some reason, every time I got 3 accounts. I got the Knife Material AT. We got the Klingen for Gutes that we're working on the charity project and the podcast. And every time I tried to sign on to Knife Material for some reason, it would log out and say I had to do my password and like error, try again. I thought we might not be able to get on the show tonight, but it worked.
Good.
That's some bullshit.
Technology.
I don't have any of that.
Yeah.
Thank
Timo.
fuck, because I hate it.
Timo doesn't have those problems either, right?
Nope. It's all smooth sailing.
Maybe Instagram just hates Austrians.
So Timo is one of the guys that's working on a charity knife for us. As well as Albert. Have you started already?
Designing and thinking about the handle and finish, and I just wanna see if I can give it a little something extra. That's gonna blend in. It's gonna stand out a little bit, but yeah, I'm not sure how it's gonna work out, but I'll get there. I'm just having 2 knives that are about to get finished. Just need the handles, and then it's all on the charity knife. So it's gonna work out. I'll get there.
So is it going to be like an auction, or what is it going to be?
So we're working with Kinderlaken. It's a charity for kids that like underprivileged kids that need I don't know, could be anything from medical supplies to school things or whatever.
New toys?
And no toys. And 20 knives, the same exact blade shape, and anybody can do whatever they want with the handle. This year we're only doing a mono steel just to keep it simple. And you will be able to buy tickets live at the knife show in Solingen and also online. So you buy your tickets, your 20 names will be drawn, and 20 people will win one knife from 20 of the awesome knife makers. We have a great lineup.
How much is a ticket gonna be?
10 euros.
10 euros.
So
Okay.
we weren't really sure on prices, but we talked with the charity. We were thinking 15, and the charity said they've done this quite a few times before. If you do something like 10 euros, people are more inclined to buy 2 tickets instead of just 1.
Okay.
So even though it's a lower price, I think it'll work out in our favor.
Yeah, as long as we
I'm
raise
more
enough money.
inclined to buy like 10. I don't care what the price is. What?
Yeah.
When are they available?
So the rules in Germany are you can only do I don't know what you call it, a tombola or something like that. Albert, what is the English
raffle.
word for it? I forgot.
Yeah, I think it's
yeah,
tombola.
like
Yeah,
a-
Is it
Yeah.
a raffle?
So it's a raffle, but in the rules in Germany are you can only run a raffle for 7 days for a maximum amount of time. So 7 days before the knife show ends, it's just the 12th. 7 days before that, you'll be able to buy tickets online, and the last 2 days in person at the show.
So, or what? Like, what if you held a raffle that's 12 days?
Then Johnny Law comes and locks you up.
Fucking Germans, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Germans.
That's how it is.
Mm.
Albert, have you started on your knife yet?
I printed out the template.
Nice. Yeah.
You really, we really got like the guys that are going for it. I can tell. One thought about it and one printed out a template.
And mine's been like almost finished for about 5 months now.
Oh wow.
But with
You
you, it's
gotta head
gonna
start.
take. But it's gonna take you another 2 months to do it, right? So
I know, that's why I started as soon as I knew what the template was gonna look like. I started. But mine's like, if you win mine, it's like last place knife for sure. These other guys are way better. Like I went last week to Tobias Hangler's, and he had like 20 knife makers, and there was probably like, I don't know, 40 knives on the table in his shop with like a bag of carrots and a bag of potatoes, and they were all cutting them and listening to how the carrot cut, if you could hear it crack, and all the details are there, so like into the grinds
Holy
and stuff. It's
fuck.
way out of my league.
You don't test your knives
Yeah, of course.
like
but
that?
but I don't really have anybody close by like that to compare, and like,
I see. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, that is.
We don't all have like a Jeroen Knippenberg in our back pocket. Timo.
It's perfect. It's my it's my little joker.
Yeah. Chico.
So you worked a lot with him in the beginning, with Knippenberg.
Yeah, well, he helped me a lot over Instagram, just via chatting, and I've been to his workshop. I think it's now 4 or 5 times, and he just introduced me to forging, which I can't do, unfortunately, in my workshop because it's too small and too many neighbors and stuff. But yeah, we do discuss a lot, and we discuss design, but also like geometry, and show each other the knives we make and see where we can make them better. So yeah, it was really helpful, and Jeroen has so much knowledge about heat treatment and steel and everything. So yeah, it's really helpful.
Yeah, I think he also I don't know if he like got you onto that or you him, but it seems like you guys are also sharing a passion of making pizzas.
Yeah, yeah, we do, but I'm not sure who started it. I think we rolled into it quite at the same time. We both really like food, so that's also discussed when we meet.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure who started it, but yeah, it's true. Pizza. I mean, who doesn't like pizza?
It's very annoying to see because
Why?
it always makes me hungry as fuck when I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
imagine. It's not that hard.
No, it's not. But
It just takes time.
nice.
But it's really helpful to have some other knife makers around, and we also had Patrick over a couple of times, and he's also very knowledgeable, and he's such a different kind of maker. He's so fast, and yeah, totally different style of knives. It's really helpful to discuss and to meet up in person if you have the possibility.
He's an awesome guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's fucking crazy.
Yes,
I
he
like
is.
him. I like him a lot. Yeah.
It's a good dude.
Patrick who?
Block.
Very good dude.
Mhm.
Look, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know him.
I think that,
Yeah, I know him from Instagram. You guys actually have a lot of knife makers
in Holland.
in
you mean?
Holland. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm starting to notice that too.
Yeah. So more than I expected when I started.
They're also
Yep.
way better than the Austrian makers.
I don't know about that. What do you think, Albert?
I disagree.
Of course. We
So
should
we
do a
got,
competition.
Right, I can end the competition right here. We got Kamon and Hangler and Huba. So,
But
and
they
Albert.
also have you, and you have to compete. So that'll
Yeah, I'll bring
drop the
some.
average down to like a lot.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, thank God I'm not a knife maker.
Why? Why? Thank God.
So I don't have to compete.
You don't need to compete. You just have to have fun.
Mm. I mean, in regards of the competition. So Albert, are you liking your first podcast
Here's
as a
on the
host so
best
far?
podcast.
Sure, but I've been on here before, Matt.
I know. It's kind of weird, right?
No, it's not. It's actually fun.
But you're in your own house now.
No, I'm in the office.
No, but I mean, like, this podcast is in your own house now,
okay,
so
that's
you're not a guest anymore.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. I'm super happy to join you guys because I really enjoyed the episode we did, and I think it's a very cool podcast project, like a European knife making podcast that's been missing.
Yeah,
True.
fill in the gaps. Yeah, you've been. That's what Keith told me. Is you were like on the same idea. We just started like before you did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you guys were
choice.
faster. Because
Yeah.
when I first heard about the Work for It Europe podcast, I thought it's gonna be like the Work for It podcast of Brian House. That's more like industrial stuff and machining and these
It's
aspects.
like it's European style, so we can do whatever we want.
I know.
Yeah.
But that's why I was talking to Keith about the European knife making podcast. But I mean that's what Work for It Europe is now, which is perfectly fine. But I had a different. I thought that it's gonna go in a different direction when I first heard about the Work for It Europe podcast. But it's even better if it's a knife making and bladesmithing podcast. So.
Yeah, your podcast was #1 for a long time. You actually just got beat by Sheer Knives, moved up to #1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did he now? Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
He's a good dude as well. He helped me also a lot in the beginning.
Yeah, he's a very helpful guy.
Absolutely.
He's been...
And also a pizza lover.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ninja Turtle lover.
Yeah.
They like pizza.
Yeah, true.
And a very nice guy.
Yeah, he's very helpful, very kind.
Yeah.
Always takes time to help.
And it's always fun. Have you met him in person?
No, not yet.
Okay.
We have been trying to meet up, but yeah, it's busy life.
Are you coming to Solingen this year?
I'm not sure. I don't
Yes,
think
he
so.
is.
But I will at least try. But it's
Because he's gonna be there.
okay, that's cool. Well, when is it
Hey,
exactly?
We're just gonna have to bombard the group and just make everyone go, Timo.
Yeah, maybe we should.
The show is May 11th and 12th.
Okay, it's not
And
too far away.
you're actually not too far away.
No, that's what I
No.
thought.
Is
And
he
you have to
not?
bring us your knife, too. So
May 11 and 12. Okay.
Just put it
Matt
in
will-
your agenda and then just say
Yeah, I'm
like,
just checking.
Matt will
Commit.
pick you up. You're going to drive right by his house anyway, Matt, right?
he lives like in the like I think where are you at, Timo?
In the south, Maastricht. All the way.
That's
all the way in the south.
That's like in fucking in Spain for me.
It's
but
almost
You
Belgium.
can drive
Almost
across
in
Holland
Belgium.
in like an hour.
If I throw a brick real hard, I can hit some Belgiums.
Yeah.
But
If
also
I
Germany is
throw a-
really close.
Yeah, well, Germany is close to all of us, so that
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
count.
true.
We're surrounded by fucking German country.
So Albert's been working on a new project. It's going to show up in my website pretty soon. Albert, do you want to tell the guys what you've been working on, or is it too early?
No, I mean I finished the first 10 today. So and you posted them already on Instagram anyway.
Yeah, what was it?
Yeah,
Kind
I
of
saw
fucking
something. It was a
mysterious stuff.
teaser. It was a good teaser.
It was
This-
very
this-
mysterious. It was
this-
annoying.
the shitty photo I took last night. Keith posted it on Instagram right away.
But
Yeah,
it
it's
looked
part of
like
the
a
mystique.
proper teaser.
Yeah. No, it's a dummy handle for hidden tang knives to hold
I
on
see.
to your blade when you're grinding the bevels.
Ooh.
So no more old broomsticks with a hole in it.
Yeah, because they suck. You know,
Yes, and they're dangerous.
they're dangerous. They suck. The tang gets loose or the blade
Yeah.
gets loose. I mean, they're just annoying. So
Yeah.
we've been prototyping a dummy handle for. I mean, the first one we built was out of wood.
Yeah,
which
of
sucked.
course.
Yeah. Then we made one out of aluminium.
Mm-hmm.
So we milled the slot and we tapped the holes and stuff. Which also sucked because the threads didn't hold up.
Okay.
So we made one out of steel, which was too heavy.
So now it's
Like a hot-
titanium and
So we even hardened the steel. We made one out of 01 tool steel, which was way too heavy.
yeah.
And then we decided to 3D print them.
Okay.
Yeah, and they work fine. So we've been testing the 3D printed ones for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months now.
But is it
I
with
want
a
a bunch.
fixed? Is it like a fixed width for the tang, or is it like with a screw so you can?
No, there's
adjust it?
screws coming in from the
Okay.
side,
Okay,
3
nice.
screws, and they work without any tools. So they're round screws, so you can undo them without having to use any tools.
I see. Nice.
And you can load in very long tanks because the back is open and they're symmetrical. So if you ruin the threads that go in, you can turn it around 180 degrees, and you can
see.
use the screws from the other side. And
That's a
there's
good
going to be
feature.
2 versions, one with a 45 angle and one with a rounded angle.
Okay. Cool.
yeah.
Nice. Looking forward to them. Especially on the
Yeah,
little little knives.
Yeah.
It's
When
really
you
helpful.
when you say testing them, you not only test them, but you've been using them in your forging classes and stuff too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we've
4
been
months is-
grinding. Yeah, and we've been grinding all our hidden tang knives with them, and also our students. And back when we started, we had one good dummy handle, and there was always a fight who gets to use the good one. So we decided to do more prototypes for.
Is it like a new thing?
I haven't seen it,
No,
to
me
be
neither.
honest.
I've
Very
seen a lot of
cool.
guys with the broomsticks, but
Yeah, I mean that's how it usually starts, or how you start.
yeah, I used to just put vice grips on mine. So
okay.
this
Yeah,
is
but
definitely an
that's-
improvement.
Yeah.
But that's super dangerous
Yeah,
and uncomfortable.
Yeah, as
So-
well.
And you already get an impression of how the finished knife's gonna look like, because especially if you do the 45 or use the 45 dummy handle, it looks like an octagonal handle already. So
Yeah.
you get an impression of how the finished knife's gonna look like.
like a wah handle almost.
Yeah, like a wah handle. Yeah, a bit bigger due to construction reasons, but yeah.
Are you going to sell the plants?
No, we're gonna
Why
sell
not?
the finished product.
Is it?
Because they're actually hard to print. I had to go to. I mean, I first went to a friend of mine to print them, and they always came out with flaws. There was artifacts, there was cracks, and there was stuff. So then I went to a professional 3D printing company, had them redo the whole construction.
Yeah,
And
but
then-
the file is good now.
The file is good, but it depends on how you slice. I think it's called slicing in 3D printing. It depends on how you slice the object. And the guy who prints them now for me, he had to manually somehow change the G code because the slicing was not correct. So sounds complicated. I have no idea about 3D printing.
Me neither.
I would argue, or I would advise to make it so that you can sell the plants.
But why would I sell the plant when it's going to be a cheap product anyway? It can't be too expensive because
It is if you want to sell it overseas, where a shit ton of more customers are going to be.
Yeah, for overseas, I'm willing to sell the plants. Yeah,
but you
Yeah,
can't.
Brian, if you're listening, give us a call.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Cheeky.
He has a printing farm, and if it's a good product, then talk to him because he is willing to collaborate.
Yeah, definitely.
but then we would have to change the plants because we are using metric M4 screws and M4 threadings, and they would have whatever they. have
No,
to
the
use
thread
whatever
is
they
the same.
have. M4. They have M4 screws over there.
Yeah,
What
of
did
course.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It
that-
just
that-
it's just a different. How do you say that? They call it something different, like
Different name.
Yeah,
1,000th of an inch, 14
okay.
millionth, or
I didn't know
something
that.
like
Okay.
that.
But are they readily available over there, or is it?
But
hard to
it
find?
not. But the thing, like what I would do is I would just have Brian. I don't know if he wants that. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass, and he's not. He doesn't want it at all. But it's like if it's your design and you want to collaborate with Handmade, and I mean, talk to him, and he's very good with 3D printing. So if there's any problem with it, but it would be just like him selling the product in America.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, he wants it. I think it's like a 1620 or something in some crazy thread.
If it's something that it's like it's not available yet, get it over to him.
Yeah, but even if they have to change the plans, Brian seems to be very good at 3D printing and construction and
and
software
he'll probably
and stuff.
want,
so he can easily adjust it to the stuff they have over there. So
and he can just like put like his awesome logo in there,
and then it's gonna sell like crazy, right? With
Whatever
his
he
logo.
touches, he sells.
We have to do that before Tuesday when the episode.
Yes,
comes out,
that was my next thing. Like do that before Tuesday because you're gonna like.
Yeah, but it's a good thing. I'm looking forward to trying one. Yeah.
It's gonna be called Ox Grip because our side business is Ox Tools, Forge and Steel, and that's gonna be the Ox Grip.
Cool.
Nice.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you came up with the name, right?
Yeah, I did. Before you just called it the dummy handle.
Even worse, the hidden tank dummy handle.
Oh my god.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
Right?
That sounded very Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, but it's a shitty name, but it tells you right away what it is.
That's true.
Dummy handle.
I think when you hear ox grip and everybody's like the ox grip, and nobody knows what it is, you got to look it up, then you find it, and then you then you got to have it. You know,
that's a good one.
Yeah. Very cool.
So I'm curious how the
listeners.
I'm curious how the listeners think it works out here on the podcast with 4 people. I kind of feel like Timo might be getting lost in this conversation.
Yeah, when it starts going about 3D printing, I'm zoning out. This is way too complicated for me.
Says the guy who makes knives. Jesus Christ, 3D printing is so simple.
I have everything 3D printed by a friend of mine, so I don't have to worry about that.
And what kind of stuff do you 3D print? Are you doing like prototypes for handles and stuff like that? Or?
No. I just have the belt holders from the free plans from Brian.
Mm-hmm.
I had those print, but also he does my laser engraving and stuff. So all the knives that get more than just my logo, he laser etched them, and also some of the wooden straw blocks that I used to make. They also get they'll come
you should make
eventually.
More.
Yeah, I know.
Keith wants to sell them.
Does he?
Sure.
Yeah. He'll sell everything. He doesn't care.
No. We sell only the good stuff.
This is good stuff, man. I have a few. I think I have one left, by the way. I've used it with one, so I can't sell it.
Okay. Yeah, I think you bought like 5 or something, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of work to make for me because I only have my grinder, so all the sanding has to be done on that and with hand sanding and stuff.
Can you not call that thing a big grinder?
No, this one isn't that big. It's a cute one.
It's a cute little grinder. Yeah.
I need to upgrade to a real big grinder.
What kind of grinder are you using?
A modified Botco.
He has. I think it's 1 out of 2 Botcos in the world that can fit a true tilt table.
Yeah, with a little elbow grease and a little bit of manipulating, it fits and it works. Yeah.
So that's like the Botco only has like 1 receiver.
Yeah.
So, but his has 2 receivers now.
Yeah,
Cool.
I got a guy that welded it on, and now it works. It's, every little thing is upgraded on it, except for the VFD and the motor. So I have a different.
You have a Botco too, right, Albert?
Yeah, 2 Botcos.
Like the big one, the 3000, or the small ones?
The Melee 94.
He has the original one, Timo. like the
okay.
real Batco.
The old
Yeah.
school ones.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
The
it works
one,
for me. But
The one in Holland is basically just a reseller.
I see. Yeah, it served me good, but using different grinders is made me realize that an upgrade isn't a bad thing.
Mm.
But also like the availability of the belts, it's annoying.
What's the belt size on yours?
I think it's 1650.
50 by 1650.
Yeah,
shit.
50 by 1650. Yeah.
Okay, that's so weird.
That's
okay.
very weird.
Yeah, now I
Yeah.
see what you mean. Yeah.
I have
Because
them
in-
in stock for two
do?
people.
You do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
I wonder what the reasoning was behind that, why he chose that size.
Well, the whole thing is made out of aluminum, so maybe it's weight and strength issues. I don't
Is
know.
Is it completely aluminium? No, it's not.
No, not completely, but most things are.
Yeah,
really,
you
really
have
thin.
the 1400. I think
Yeah.
it's like thin stainless steel, the
Yeah,
frame,
yeah.
and every like machine thing is aluminium.
Yeah, true. Even the backplate was aluminum.
Yeah.
That was really.
Can you imagine a backplate out of aluminium?
Sorry?
Like, can you imagine using a backplate out of aluminium?
Yeah, I think the first knife I made, it was already dented and warped and everything. So that was the first thing that I changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the small Batco grinders are super light.
Yeah.
We also bought one. I mean, if you want to have a proper grinder, it has to be heavy, because only then you can use longer belts.
Yeah, true.
And still have a stable grinder, because with the light aluminium ones, they're jumping off the table.
Yeah. Well,
I would argue that it's a thing here in Europe, because the original 2x72, that's like 1850 in our size, and like it's a lot more stable for this type of grinder. It really makes a difference, because the tooling arms, they go out like a lot further out, and it's harder to get it stable. It's really a difference. I've had like a lot of belts, and like the metric version of the Revolution also, it can also take the original 2x72 belts, and it really makes a difference, because it's so close and so sturdy.
But the heavier Batco grinders can also take 50 times 2000 belts without problems. But of course, I mean, we don't use the Batco grinders anymore. We completely switched over to the Revolution and the 75.
Can imagine.
Grinders.
One day I will.
Yeah, the 75 is nice. My first grinder was like an industrial grinder made for like chamfering glass plates. So I had an arm on the right side and the left side, and it was all 75 millimeters. It was awesome for kitchen knives because you have such a big surface area.
That's why I'm so looking forward to the upgrade for the Revolution. I
can imagine it almost feels like cheating using a 75 grinder. I have to be honest. when we got ours, things went so smoothly and so fast. Have you ever used a 75 grinder, Timo?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, maybe. When I started, I have this wood grinder, so it's just the basic, very cheap ones with the little disc on the side.
Yeah, I saw that on your Instagram.
Yeah.
But they don't count.
No. But that's the only no. For the rest, I only had the Batco. Yeah.
Okay, because from what I've seen on your Instagram, you do a lot of very long blades.
Yeah, I like
the
them.
Suchi
Yeah.
Heek and stuff.
Yeah.
And for this kind of blades, a 75 grinder
would make be good,
a lot of sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if you saw the dagger I made on my Instagram. That was made on the shitty wood sanding device.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's impressive. If you can build something like that on such a how to say, shitty machine.
Yeah, it was really
Right.
shitty. It stalled.
That's
when you
like
look
Bob
at
the
it.
Builder toys, and he makes a dagger like that out of it. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah,
But you learn a lot, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it might be not a bad idea to start off with shitty machines.
no, the first two
because
knives
then-
was only made with floor wood, just wood that came out of a floor with some thick nails, old saw blade, and an angle grinder. That was it. A little bit of sanding paper. Yeah.
Yeah, but then you develop a lot of skills, right?
Yeah, just get
You learn
creative.
Yeah.
You learn how to fix mistakes quickly.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Or make more mistakes.
Yeah, sometimes, but yeah, it's funny because sometimes I see makers that just throwing away knives with such a little flaws that I was like, oh wow, if I throw away all the knives that had these little flaws, I can't imagine. I just try to fix it. You can still throw it away afterwards. Maybe if you're like full time and you really need to power through the knives and the orders, but if you have the time, just try to fix it. There's so many things you can try.
I think a lot of knife makers have that problem, and if you would just save them, put them to the side, and then maybe like a year later come back,
Yeah,
you could make
You could totally
could
fix
finish
them.
yeah, of
Yeah.
for
course.
sure.
I mean, if you snap the tang off or just something like that, yeah, it's gonna make it a little bit harder. It's gonna be a real small knife then, but like small stuff, yeah, it's easy fixes. Sometimes,
Yeah, so Albert,
not always.
you do classes a lot. Do you run into problems like that where people mess up their knives and you have to start over, or
No, not start over, but we have to fix stuff all the time.
yeah,
I mean, I think that's part of the game, probably. But I mean, people break tanks, people break blades. We did a Damascus forging class on the weekends, and one guy used the end of a Damascus billet for his knife, or for the tang of his knife, and of course, it's the end of the Damascus billet with the normal steel welded onto it. So we had D-lamps in the tank, so we had to weld it. So we had to TIG weld it, then we had to grind it again. So we have to. I mean, you're fixing mistakes all the time, but you learn a lot from that. And we didn't even know if we could weld a D-lamp on top of the tang with the Damascus, but Bernie did it, so we didn't do it ourselves, but we went over to Bernie and said, can you do that?
That's your TIG guy, right?
Yeah, that's our TIG guy. But he didn't know either. He said, I've never done that. I can't clean the
Nope.
different layers
Nope.
because you can't go in there with sandpaper or whatever. So he tried it, we ground it, and it was perfect. You couldn't even see it after that.
Well, and it's already shitty. So I mean, the worst thing that you can that can happen is you fuck it up. You know, it's already fucked. So
Yeah.
but I can relate to what you're saying. I've been teaching welding to people, and like in those classes, and then especially when the exams get closer, so that you can translate that to like when you're closer to the end product, then you have to get really, really, really creative to make them pass the exam. Sometimes, like with welding, it's insane what you can fix. It's like the most horrible mistakes. It's like you can grind it out completely or grind out pieces, and then everything. But like in classes, I mean, for knife making, it's different because it's not really an exam.
Yeah.
With welding classes, it's like the people that deserve it. So they've come to every class, and you know that they can do it, but the stress of the exam is fucking things up for them.
Yeah.
Those are the guys you'll help out with the exam. Basically hold their hand if needed. But no, there's also some people that you just like they've never shown up, and those ones were not helping.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, welding is something else. I tried my luck with welding. It's a steep learning curve.
It is, but I would argue it's the same for knife making.
Yeah, of course. So. But I have a little welder now. I just need to fix my my power source because it takes too much power. So I need a different switch, a slower switch, and then
yeah.
But
is it like was it stick welder or
no make
nice.
Yeah.
You can build your revolution now, baby.
Yeah. With that in mind, I got it. Well, I found it. But,
very nice.
It's a different story.
Oh yeah, I saw that. You found it on a building site or something.
No. It's just an abandoned garage.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you stole it?
No. I asked it. I asked if I could take it. So yeah. I just got a little 2-liter gas bottle, so I can start trying some stuff.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What are you doing in the abandoned garage?
Working.
But what are you doing there?
I am I'm an asbestos surveyor. So what we do is we check buildings and houses and stuff for asbestos, and then we write like an advice for it, how it should be maintained or how it should be removed, and if there are potential risks or it's safe, stuff like that.
It's okay. I'm gonna make a link to someone now. It's always you safety guys that are good at knife making, like ridiculously good. Yeah, it is. Look at Earl from Veteran Knives. Mm-hmm. He also has this special thing for I know I call it like a talent, but he's also like one of those safety guys. You know, I don't know what it is.
Well, it's the attention to detail, I believe.
Yeah, I think that it's.
I think so.
Yeah.
So you're one of those expensive guys that if you come check a house, then you know you're fucked.
Yeah, well, I don't think we are the most expensive. I think it's the teams that do the scenarios. They're removing it. Those are the really expensive guys. Yeah, we're quite cheap. We just try to help.
When I was rebuilding my house, I found some, and then we just went the other route, and we just put a piece from a square, like half a meter. Mm-hmm. If we put it in the garbage every time.
Yeah, a lot of people do stuff like that.
It's not safe, I know, but fucking hell, it's so expensive.
Yeah,
those people in the white suits come.
That's the whole problem. The people that are making the rules around it, they made it so crazy expensive and such a hassle to get things removed that people just dumping it, or like you say, just finding different ways because some people just can't afford it.
I could afford it. I just didn't want to.
Yeah, of course.
You can't put that stuff in a fire. Have you guys ever seen asbestos shingles in a fire before?
Oh yes.
It's like a bomb.
We also do if there was a fire, we also get called, and then sometimes it's crazy to see how far these little pieces they just blow off. It's like a couple of hundred meters.
It's like shrapnel just goes flying fire. Yeah. It's really like a hand grenade going off.
Yeah. It can explode pretty far. Yeah.
Jeez, my dad is so fucking noisy. He's in the shop right now. He just came in. Annoying.
You need like one of those signs that says "on air" that lights up.
Yeah,
like
a light.
Red light in Holland means something else. Can't do a red light.
Yeah, it's the same thing in Germany.
Oh, is it? How'd you call that? What's like a hooker in German?
Albert,
say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Come on. No, I don't know it. Say it.
The fancy word for it is Prostituierte.
But
the word you wanted to hear is probably Hure. Right?
Hure. Yeah, it's almost the same.
It's almost the same indeed.
Remove one E, and then you have the Dutch word for it.
I think that accounts for a lot of Dutch to German words. Just remove an E.
Yeah.
Timo, can I ask you something
Sure.
about your knives? You seem to be into the Japanese blade styles, right?
Yes.
Because there's all kinds of Japanese blades on your Instagram page, like the Tsuchihiki and the Bonka and the
Yeah, true.
Nakiri. But I wanted to ask you about your woodwork. Do you also do the sires yourself?
Yes.
And the serpent.
Yeah.
Because they are awesome. They're lined, right? Because
I started with it. I made, I think, 2 sayas, and one I made for for a Tsuchihiki with a partial mirror finish. And I put the knife in the first time, and it came out all scratched. And then I said,
fuck.
I'm not doing this anymore. So I got like really thin suede, and I lined the sayas with that indeed, and it works good. Yeah. But I use like a three sheet of thin wood, so I'm not chiseling out like the original ones.
Okay.
So I just have one middle piece that is shaped like the around
Blade.
and then I glue that to one part, and then I sand it down to the right measurement, and then I glue it up, and I get finished.
Because they look awesome.
Thank you.
The sires.
Yeah, I really like. I also like making them. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
And it's a nice
it's a
little
nice
extra
addition.
touch to the knife when you get
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Because
tie with it.
I mean, and customers know how to protect their knives. I mean, because that's an issue. If you only have a drawer at home,
Yeah.
you want to store your knives
Yeah.
safely, then a sire protects
Exactly.
the edge of the knife.
Yeah,
That's
that's also a nice thing indeed, and it's nice if it's addition to the knife, it's also matching the handle. Sometimes
Yeah.
it doesn't need to, but it makes it extra luxury.
But this suit you're using as a liner is leather, right? Or-
Yeah, it's a natural.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. Because then you have to be careful with the high carbons, right? Because there's acid in the leather, and it might corrode.
Yeah, it's not leather, but I don't know how but it is natural. But I don't think I have made one for a carbon steel knife.
Yeah.
It's just been AABL, so that's not an issue.
Because I did.
Oh yeah,
And the customer left it in the sire,
but
and it was all rusty. I mean,
But-
literally completely a piece of junk, basically.
serious? but only from the
Yeah,
leather, from the acid that's in the leather.
No, it was somewhat wet when he put it in.
I see.
And he left it on in the sun somewhere for in his kitchen
Yeah,
for
okay.
a month, and when he took it out, it was. I mean,
Did he even manage to get it out? That's impressive.
Yeah, it was hard.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah,
How wet was it when you put it in?
probably wetter than he told you.
Yeah, but leather will take on the moisture from the air also. Like it's always taking it in and giving it off. And I had a Tony Bose knife from like 1980 that my father had got as a gift from Tony Bose. And when they sold the house, he gave me the knife, and I took it out, and there was all kinds of pits and stuff, and it was horrible.
Yeah.
A really nice knife. But
Yeah,
not much you can
that's
do.
a shame. No,
Yeah.
no. That's what I said. I only did it on stainless steel, so no complaints yet. Luckily.
Yeah, if you do it on high carbon or Damascus, I would use Alcantara.
Ah, yeah.
Because
That
that's the thing they use in cars.
yeah, the expensive
that's-
stuff.
Yeah, but that's a synthetic. That's
Ah,
not
okay.
leather.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks for the tip. I'll keep that in mind.
What is it called?
Alcantara.
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 Like a
AL.
like
It's
a
a s-
like a synthetic leather. Or?
Yeah, Alcantara. I have the Wikipedia article open. Alcantara because I just googled the name, so because I wanted to know. Alcantara is the brand name of a synthetic textile with a soft suit-like microfiber pile, noted for its durability. That's what they use in fancy cars
Yeah,
for the
the
interior.
dashboards and stuff.
So-
and the
Yeah,
steering
exactly.
wheels.
Okay, so suede. It's like a suede, which would be the backside of the leather.
Yeah, but it's not leather. It's a
Yeah.
synthetic textile. But people keep calling it Alcantara leather, which doesn't make any sense because there is no such thing as Alcantara leather. It's a synthetic.
I also
material.
thought it was like a natural
Yeah,
material.
most people do, but it's synthetic.
Looks
So,
good though.
but that works awesome for Damascus blades and high carbon
Yeah.
blades if you want to do a SIA.
Yeah, it's a good one. Thanks.
Sure. And about your blades, the flat part of your blade seems to be polished.
Yeah,
right?
I have this finish which I personally really like, but it's a lot of work. Where I
Yeah, it's awesome, but how do you do that?
I try to grind like like the Japanese knives also grind, but double beveled. So it's like I don't know what they call it. Not really chisel grind. It's in between a chisel and a diamond grind, I think. But the top part is just flat, and then the bevels they keep satin, and the flat parts I just polish up. And then when I have the flats polished, I do the satin on the bevels, and I just follow the grind lines, so the shinogi.
But how do you? My question was, how do you polish the flat parts? Do you like the Japanese?
Oh
stones?
no!
With
Yeah,
stones
I
or
get it.
sandpaper?
I just go up to 2,500 grit, and then I polish on the wheel, and afterwards I have this really fine polish, which I use afterwards. It's like a paste, and that's it. So it's just up to 2,500, and then with a black compound on the buffing wheel, really carefully, with fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Wasn't Patrick Block fucking around with those stones the other day?
Yeah. He's diving a little bit into the J nets.
Yeah, I saw it. Was pretty awesome.
Yeah. He's really getting there. It's
You really can't mimic that.
Yeah, but he's doing the
finish
bevels indeed.
with
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah. No, I just do it with sandpaper and then buffing and polishing. I also tried like these diamond pastes, but they didn't work out for me. Maybe I had too cheap of the paste, but I didn't like the way it came out. So I stick to the buffing wheel and the mother's polish.
Because they look really, really nice, very traditional.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's why I asked, because the Japanese bladesmiths and knife makers usually use stones.
Yeah, that's true. Even like the small finger stones.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just I just really inspired by the shapes and stuff, but just
Have you ever tried using the small finger stones?
No. I would want to try it, but
That's only for psychopaths, I think.
They also do that for like the hormones. You have these special. I could be wrong, but I thought they had like these special Japanese stones that had some sort of acid in them, and even with polishing them, the hormone pops more because of the acid in the stones, in the finger stones.
So the polish you're using, you said mother's polish, I believe. That's like for buffing cars and stuff, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah. That's the final step.
Turtle wax.
Somewhat like that, yeah. Yeah. But it gives a really nice shine to it, so that's the final step. But I do really take that off because it also leaves like almost like a greasy finish. I do take that one off with some alcohol, just to be sure.
Yeah. Little tip with the mother's polish: if you have a car and the headlights are kind of like foggy and yellowish, polish them up; they'll look brand new again.
Yeah, it just doesn't last that long.
Yeah,
such an informative podcast. This is
really helpful. Yeah.
My God, look at the value.
Bring in the value, right?
Bring in the value.
But you don't do any forging, right? You do stock removal?
Yeah, I do stock removal at my own workshop, but sometimes, like I told, I go to Jeroen and I do some forging. Yeah.
So the laminated steels and the Damascus you do at a different shop then?
Yeah, the forging I do, but I just finished them in my own shop.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I go to Jeroen.
That sucks that you can't do it at home.
Yeah, true. But
do you enjoy the forging part?
Yeah,
of
yeah. It's nice. It's hard to put my finger on what's so nice about it, but I think it's just seeing the metal move, and yeah, I think it's also the fact that I'm together with Jeroen. He has so much knowledge, and we discuss food and knives and everything. I think that also contributes to the enjoyment. But it's a nice. It's also a little bit of a workout. So yeah, I like it. It's cool. It's relaxing.
Have you seen Albert's shop before online, Timo? Do you follow Salzburg Messerschmidt?
I didn't until like half an hour ago, but I didn't really check out the shop yet. Is it something I should see?
He's got. How many power hammers you got now? 4, 5? 5.
Fucking hell.
And a rolling mill.
Bought
and a press.
No, not 1, 3. We bought a new power hammer and a rolling mill last week. Because we're lunatics, you know.
Yeah.
So
fucking insane.
I think is that from you or is that from Andy? Because Andy's the addicted to the power hammers, right?
Yeah, but that's contagious.
Yeah, that's something else. These power hammers.
I think.
What are you using, Timo, when you're forging?
Yeah, you mean what Jeroen
What
has?
machines, like a press?
Yeah, Jeroen has this small tabletop press that we use, and for the rest it's just hammers. But also Jeroen made this device for doing the twist bars.
Ah, yeah.
It's really nice machine. Works really well. We used it the last time. I was really impressed with how that worked. But for the rest it's just hammers and the press.
So he does this complicated 200 layers something, feather Damascus, all on his press. That's quite impressive.
Yeah.
So I have like a thingy. I've been waiting to tell you, Albert.
Yeah.
I'm just opening my Dropbox, my shared Dropbox with Mr. Housemaid.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what's in there?
The aux grip.
Nah, not yet. Not yet. It's
I don't know.
It's the files for the Helios.
You still need the logo, right? I forgot to send you the logo.
No, it's okay. I didn't convert it to metric yet, so it's
okay.
It's fine. I was just looking at it, and it was like he put it in there like a week ago.
But now we can build it, right? Or you can build it, the Helios.
Yeah, but the first one is going to be yours, I think.
Yeah, awesome.
That's the double wide ribbon burner.
Yeah, but it's not just. I've had some talks with Brian about it. He actually made some changes to the design for us because there were some things that were not optimal yet. Because the one for Baker Forge is the first one they did, and obviously it got some some little things, and so we actually have like a better version.
Ah, cool.
And but it's not just two like two Apollo Forges. It's completely different.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Can you bring it to Solingen?
You fucker. Oh Lord. Oh man.
You could
awesome.
display an Apollo Forge and a Helios Forge.
That'll yeah, we might have to get with Keith about that, because if you put that thing in there, there's going to be hardly any room for anything else.
Oh, we got room. No worries.
I guess you're bringing
Timo,
a truck then.
Timo, you were talking about a machine to make the twist Damascus.
Sure.
I think that you worked a little bit with, or had some help from Sid Knives.
Yeah, also.
When you first started. Yeah,
true.
He bought a machine, and maybe this is the same thing that you mean. It was for threading pipe, like if you were
exactly
installing water pipes and stuff. Yeah. Kind of converted over. That works great. A lot of power on those machines too.
Yeah, crazy. If you don't watch out, they just twist it all apart. Yeah.
So you kind of gotta like blow compressed air to the parts you don't want to twist to cool it down a little and work on it.
Exactly like that. Yeah. I was really wondered how good of how it works. It was amazing. He was just talking about it, and yeah, you can talk a lot to me, but sometimes I just have to see it to understand how it works. But I was really amazed. It's really a nice way of doing it, because we did a twist bar before he had the machine just by hand, and it's the work you get done in like 2 or 3 heats. You with hand twisting, it's like 10 heats, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Sid had it from Jeroen or the other way around, but it works.
Mm-hmm. No, he messaged me a while back, was trying to come up with a machine, and he found an old one online. I don't know where he got it, but we talked a little bit about it, and I think by the time he finished it, since then he really hasn't had time to make knives. He's been working
building
on his house.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, it's crazy.
And a new workshop.
Yeah, it's crazy to see how much work he has done. He tore down a whole house, and now he's rebuilding a full house with a big shop, huh?
Yeah.
It's cool to see he's just doing it all by himself with the help of friends and family, I think.
Yeah, I mean, and for the cost of house building these days, you kind of have to get help to do it. It's insane what everything costs right now.
Yeah, same here.
It's some fuckery everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it's expensive to get a house, and if you have a house or you're trying to renovate it, it's also expensive and a long waiting time. So yeah.
I forget about the house. Just buy some more power hammers.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crowded if I put a power hammer on my shop. It's really small.
Hey Matt.
Yeah.
Albert went full time this year.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He's a
So
full-time
how's that working
bladesmith.
out for you?
It's good. I've been almost full time for 2 years now.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Now my boss retired, and I always said that I'm gonna quit when he retires, and so he retired, and now I'm full time. So I quit.
This is the way.
Have you always wanted to go full time? Always a dream.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I mean, that's why I spent so much time in the shop.
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
yeah,
and it's still a lot of fun. So
that's the most important.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm afraid if I would go like full time or even dedicate a full day of it, it's. I'm curious if the fun stays or if it's gonna be like a necessity to do it. And for me,
Depends on how you look at it.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
If you treat it like a job,
Yeah,
then it'll become a job.
yeah, that's true.
But I think the important thing is to build up your the tooling and everything, and make sure you have the right equipment that makes the job easier and more efficient.
That's also a
before you
factor,
go
yeah.
full time.
Yeah, yeah,
And with our concept, it's a bit different because we are not just building knives. We have so many different things to do, like with the classes, with the tools,
Yeah,
with
that also-
the steel we do for Keith,
yeah.
and the knives, of course. So there's
There's a lot of variety.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
that makes it easier, and then that's also what makes it fun.
Yeah, I can
And
imagine.
if I don't want to do a knife, I'm not gonna do a knife.
Yeah, if you have that freedom,
I'm
that's
I'm gonna do something else, because Keith is always happy if I build new vices, so then I'm building vices.
yeah. that
So
makes sense.
financially, Albert, are you better off now?
No, of course not.
Nice.
But I knew that before. But it's way more fun. I mean,
Yeah.
when you start out full time, I guess the trade off is you lose a bit of money, but you gain a lot of fun
And freedom. I hope.
and freedom. Yeah. So
And mental
You're never
stability.
I mean, I've always had a lot of freedom, so I'm not complaining
That's
about.
good.
How old are you, Albert?
40,
40. Kids?
turned 41.
One
Is
kid.
Is it actually
One t-
Dr. Albert?
one teenager.
Is it Dr.
Yeah.
Dr. Albert, right?
Yeah.
Prince Albert.
But only for people I don't like.
It's like a Prince Albert. Is that the same as over here?
Yeah, of course.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. You're Prince Albert for sure.
It
But
sounds
I
like
have one kid, and she's 14 now, so she's a teenager.
God, teenage girls. Ugh. I couldn't.
And is she interested in knife making at all, or does she come to the shop with you?
She did an internship. Internship. That's what it's called in my shop. Yeah.
Cool.
She had to do it for school, and she went. She thought she went the easy way and just asked her dad.
Haha, yeah, right.
Boy, did she learn.
But yeah, boy, did she learn, because she had to. I mean, she really had to work. She had to build. I mean, she made her own knife, but she really had to make a knife in, I think it was 3 days or something, which is quite fast for a 10 or 11-year-old back then.
It's fast for me.
Mirror finish?
No, not a mirror, a satin finish, but she also had to make her own leather sheath for it.
Oh, wow.
So she did the whole program.
That's
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, leather
And
work
now
is
she
something
loves the
else.
knife, but she was complaining.
Of course.
course.
It's a teenager.
But now, yeah, but I had two students then. There was another kid, a boy, and he was super into knives. He was already a knife nerd at age 10 or 11.
Cool.
So he motivated her to also properly do the work.
Oh, that's cool.
And now the both of them have their own knives,
That's
which is very nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You gotta keep that boy around. If he's already like a knife nerd at age 10 or 11, then
Yeah, that's
yeah.
quite young.
Yeah.
Have you always been interested in knives?
I mean, always. I think since the age of 14 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got my first knife when I was 8 from my mom. We went to a shop and she bought me my first knife.
Like a pocket knife?
But I got a pocket knife, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what most boys had back
Yeah,
then.
same here.
Yeah.
And then my uncle made me my first handmade knife when I was, I think, 14 or 15.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
And then I got interested in handmade knives.
Yeah. That's a young introduction. That's nice.
Yeah. What about you? When did you get into knives?
Well, I always been interested in like pocket knives when I was young also, but nothing too spectacular. I have this one rip-off Swiss Army knife I had, and then I got like a multi-tool of my dad, and then it all stopped a little bit, and I went working and stuff, and interest gained a little bit more towards like the chef knives. And then I had a small period of, again, back to the pocket knives. And then that's the point which I also started sharpening myself, like the kitchen knives. Well, at least trying and learning. But yeah, the making, it really started in 2019, the interest of that. Just a little bit by mistake. I had this old saw blade, and I saw a video of, I think it was Outdoors 55, making a knife out of a saw blade or stuff. And I thought, if he can do it, I can do it. And yeah, it all snowballed from there.
Very cool. I think a lot of people start there.
Yeah, it's a good point to start.
YouTube, and then
Yeah.
say, I could do that.
Yeah, there's so much knowledge on YouTube these days. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like a Wikipedia, but then like reliable.
Yeah, not all of it.
No, but you can see when I mean, like if you just read text, it's hard to filter
Yeah,
out bullshit.
Reading
you're
text for
looking
me
at
is also is really bad.
Yeah.
I really have to do to learn. But what I always, when people ask me if you have like a tip for new makers and stuff, the thing that I say is just go onto YouTube, look up stuff, but really try to learn the stuff that makes sense to you, because there are so many people saying this is the only way and this is the only way for this and this is the only way for that. But just listen to all the different ways and then try to find the way that works for you, because there isn't just one way to do stuff.
And like, don't get caught up in just only watching videos the whole time. At some point, you actually just got to do it and try it yourself.
Yeah, get off your ass and do it.
Yeah, you have to put in the work, of course, obviously. And see
That's
where
what
your
I did.
flaws are.
With my second knife, I wanted a 2x72, and then I never made a knife again.
So you started a company building them.
Yeah, that's basically what happened.
Oh, cool. So you did make a knife.
I made a knife somewhere. Yes.
Show it.
Bring it to Soling with you.
It's on my Instagram.
Is it?
Yeah, it just all the way at the bottom.
I'm after the podcast. I'm gonna scroll.
It's the one knife that no one wants to make.
You have to start somewhere, no?
Yeah.
You can only start with one.
I was a
knife.
big fan of those fucking outdoor cooking videos.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
And everyone had like a Serbian chef knife.
The Serbian cleaver.
Yeah.
I get asked quite sometimes to make a Serbian cleaver, but
Nope.
no, not for me.
I want a Serbian cleaver that Keith made.
That's going to be next year's charity raffle. Serbian cleavers from
Yeah,
everybody.
it's gonna be a fun one. It's not gonna make any money though, but
Well, not sure about that. A lot of people like those weird knives, like a spit.
No, they are quite popular
Yeah, it's
actually.
like-
yeah, they are. They're very popular.
But I feel like they're really popular among people
not
not really into cooking, but
No.
watching
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
cook with a knife like that and throwing onions in the air and catching them with a knife.
Yes, but those Polish, how they're called? There's two. I think it's Polish guys in the woods.
Yeah.
Their videos are fucking awesome, man.
It's nice to see what they make, but
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. If you look at it like a chef, then okay. But the way there's some videos where they fucking handle like chicken breasts in a certain way. The comments underneath that are just all fucking females going insane. It's very funny.
Yeah, but no Serbian cleavers for me. I'll make you a nakiri, but that's where it stops. It's like a sharpened spade.
I'm just gonna check if I wasn't lying. If it's still on my Instagram.
So
I hope
Timo,
so.
are you taking custom orders and stuff, or you just make whatever you make and then put them up for sale? How does that
No,
work? for you?
I'm taking custom orders indeed. I do sometimes in between. I just make stuff that I like or that's on my mind that need to be made, and then I put them up for sale. But yeah, mostly it's just custom orders. But more
But how do people find you? All on Instagram?
Yeah.
How do you
on
find-
Instagram indeed, but also just my. I used to be a chef, so I have and I know some people in the culinary business, and they speak to each other and they find me, and colleagues and friends and family and all that gets spoken around. So mouth to mouth advertisement.
Mouth to ass advertising.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm really. It's time for a web shop, or well, at least a website. But I'm really dreading to make one. But I need to. It's long enough. A lot of people ask for websites, and it's better and easier than to show your work than Instagram. So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, but
Instagram. I've been listening to the last podcast, and we had a discussion about that. But Instagram is mostly for like meeting other knife makers.
yeah,
I don't think there's a lot of customers.
not
on
much.
Instagram.
Well, there are some, but I think 70% of the people that follow me are knife makers, and the rest are maybe chef or people like that. But most of them is knife makers. Yeah,
That's why Instagram works so good for me.
yeah, I can
same.
imagine. Yeah.
It's the same with knife shows. I
Yeah,
think.
knife shows for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So Instagram is one big ass knife show.
yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, but-
yeah,
but-
there are a lot of people that really selling really good from Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
a website is a lot of work, and I notice a lot of knife makers start out make a website, and then like you said, you have so much work from just word of mouth, people telling other people, and of all of a sudden the website's like 2 years old, and the knives are all been sold out, and they never update anything.
Yeah.
I think it might be better maybe start with some kind of just like a newsletter thing when you tell somebody to go to your Instagram, sign up when you get something ready to go.
Yeah, that's also
first come, first serve.
The power of newsletters is very underrated.
Yeah, I think I would also use, in the beginning at least, I would use the website more like a portfolio, more than like
just
a
to show your
web
work.
shop. Yeah, to see what are the possibilities, and yeah, because I don't have that much stuff regularly available without it being a custom order.
Yeah, there's a lot of places to sell to. There's we got in Austria there's Klingenland, and you got what are the other ones? Modern Cooking that you can get into.
Yeah,
what do we have in Holland, Timo?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. That not much. I think we have some web shops like Meesterslijpers, and we do have some local, just like cooking shops. But I don't think we have.
No, there's not really a place or something.
No, I don't think so. Maybe you should start one.
No, I'm good.
No, I don't think there's like a really dedicated. Yeah, we do have in Amsterdam. We have what are they called? Yeah,
coffee shops.
No, yeah, also a lot of them. No, but there is Firma Hoes or Moes in Amsterdam.
Oh, yeah, they also sharpen, right?
Yeah, and Rangelroy, Elben.
Yeah,
he also sells knives. Yeah, we do have some, but it's also just guys with one shop selling knives.
They sell custom knives too?
Not sure. I think Firma Moes does sell a lot of Japanese knives, but I don't know if they sell custom knives. No, I don't think so. Maybe they do, but I think Elben van Rangelroy, and I'm not sure what his shop is named, but he also has this shop, and there he also sharpens. I think he contacted like a couple of Dutch knife makers to sell knives, but I'm not sure if it all went through.
I doubt that works. It might, but
you'd be surprised. Sure. Take some of your knives, go visit them, talk to the people. You'd be surprised what happens when you ask somebody.
Yeah, to get your business going. That's true.
I had one. What is his name? It's a guy who just recently started in Sweden, I think, a new knife shop. He was wanting to sell a Suzuki of mine in his shop, but yeah, it's I needed to sell it so cheap for him to make a profit out of it. It just wasn't worth for me. I mean, it's nice to have a knife in the Swedish knife shop, but yeah, not to lose money on.
No, it defeats the purpose, right?
I mean, it's just a hobby for me, but still, I'm not keen on just giving stuff away.
At the same time, you got a knife with your name on it hanging in a shop, and you have the chance for hundreds and hundreds of people to see your knife, and maybe they'll look and try to find you somewhere and then talk to you and order a knife outside of the shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe just start a little bit more local first.
Just etch your website right in there.
Yeah, right on the blade.
Like a Q&R code.
Yeah.
No.
So Matt, you got to read off the Patreon list.
Yeah, give me the list. I don't have the list.
So we
keep
got
asking this every time. I'll do it.
You can't mute yourself while you're talking, Matt.
I know.
So
I fucking pressed the wrong button.
So you guys, if you want to help finance our podcast a little bit, You can find us on Patreon at WFI Europe Podcast. We got 9 patrons right now. We got Christoph Stiegler from Kanji Knives, Sven from Nord Artisan. We got Johan Fagerlund from Fagerlund Bladesmith, Travis Haynes from Bird Forge, Roy Rutten, Mark Vanderwerf from 118 Blades, Shay Dachamp, and we got our new co-host Albert Angelberger from Salzburg Masonschmied, and the guest we had on last week, Paul Balletta from Balletta Handmade.
Oh, see, Paul did us a solid. Nice.
Yep.
So
How we gonna?
Did you hear about the deal that we always do here?
The deal?
Oh, he doesn't know yet.
No.
Tell me.
Who's going to tell him?
You owe us €1 a month. You're a Patreon on now.
Okay.
So you signed a contract that you'll become a patron after this episode.
Okay. Show me the contract, please. Was all a setup.
Yes, this is how we get patrons.
Smart move.
Matt, you got something to complain about this week? Should we do the skit?
I was gonna go last, actually, so don't start with me.
Welcome to Wanker of the Week.
Yeah, I'll go then if you don't have it. And this is
Okay, go.
This is gonna be a recurring event, I think. The goddamn Austrian post office.
Oh my god, I don't want to hear it.
I think I got 3 packages back this week. Telling me that the package is too big for what I paid for a label, which is absolutely not true. Got one from, I can't even remember where I sent it to. They sent it back, and it cost me €22 for the return postage because they said the guy wasn't home. I don't know. You fill out all the paperwork. You give them an email address and a telephone number so that they can contact the person. They didn't even try to, and send it back. That's it.
I wouldn't pay that.
End of the deal. I'm never home though when it happens. That's the problem. And I tell my wife and my mother-in-law every single time when a package comes back, ask them why it came back. If they said it's a package too small, give them a tape measure. I think these people don't know how to use a tape measure or something. I don't know what's going on.
I told you this before. Get with a bigger company or something.
I know. Tomorrow I got like 800 kilos of G10 to put away, and if I have any time in the afternoon after that, I'm going to set up a new account somewhere.
Oh man, and then link it to your website and whatever.
At this point, I don't care if it costs me like $100 a month extra or whatever.
Do you manually put orders, like you manually make the labels?
Well, I like after somebody pays, I have it set so that I manually say that it's okay and print the label out myself. Yeah, but I just push a button and I have a label printer that prints it out on a big sticker.
But is it like, and then you go to the post office and pay for the shipping?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
Wow.
I live out in the country. Nobody comes to my house to pick anything up. I live in the country.
You don't have to but there. I can't imagine that fucking Austria is in 99 or something. Come on.
Yeah,
there has to be
50 years behind the U.S.
Yeah, my god.
But it's a reoccurring thing, the shipping. I hear it everywhere. Every
it's
country,
some fuckery.
every maker,
I wasn't going to do this, but now I am going to do this. Our lovely guest from last week, Mr. Paul Balletta, he didn't receive his vendor sender, and it's fucking gone.
Oh, wow.
Why not?
No, it's gone.
Damn.
They can't fucking find it anywhere. Fucking idiots.
Hey, I had one come back. I had one. I sent a couple pieces of steel from Tobias Hangler, and the guy wrote to me a few times that it hadn't moved in a few days. So I looked it up, sent a message to the post office. By the time they got back to me, I got the piece of steel back in the mail, and they wrote back to me on. I got it back on the 14th. They wrote on on the 14th that it was delivered in his country, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, it's here at my house. I just paid for
Yeah.
it,
Wow.
but I didn't say anything.
It's
So I put it through that it never showed up and the value, and gave them all the receipts. Let's see if they pay me for it, even though they sent it back and they don't even know that they did.
I hope they do.
Maybe they
Me
listen.
too. Yeah. Yeah. They listen to our
Listen to the
podcast.
podcast, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a
Some
snitch.
fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shipping.
Albert,
Yes.
wanker of the
My
week.
wanker of the week. My wanker of the week is people who cut on ceramics and glass with custom-made knives. I had a customer complaint this week
It's a good one.
that my knives or my knife dulls so fast. And I was asking what she's cutting on, and she said glass and ceramics. And then I sent her a video
Always a fucking
because
female.
there's a video online where people did tests and then took a look at the edge with a magnifying glass or a microscope.
Yeah.
And I sent her the video and told her that's what's going to happen if you cut on glass and ceramics. I mean, it's harder than steel, and the fine edge dulls.
Yes, but it's also
Glass and
people
ceramics.
think that it's more hygienic, but it's the other way around. It's so crazy.
I mean, glass glass and ceramic is pretty hygienic, but
no.
the
That I recently saw a video of people that actually tested it, and the fact that all the bacteria stay on top of the surface and don't get into the surface, which is antibacterial. It's
Okay.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
multiplying, and they tested with wood and plastic, and I think glass or ceramic, one of either. And the
Oh,
wood was
okay.
they found the least amount of growing and
Yeah.
remaining how do you say
Bacteria.
bacteria
bacteria
on the wood. Yeah.
I knew that this happens with plastic cutting boards because the bacteria can grow
Yeah.
in the small cuts in
Also-
the board.
Oh my
I,
God, but
I didn't know that
also-
it's
oh, man.
also happening on ceramic.
Yeah,
and
it
glass,
it
which
just
is
stays on
interesting.
top and gets easily moved around.
Okay.
With wood, it just gets into the wood a little bit, and then the
Yeah.
antibacterial. Yeah,
It's an acid,
Yeah.
yeah. Especially if you're using an oak
Yeah.
cutting board, there's so much acid in
Yeah.
it that it kills bacteria. Yeah, I knew that it's that's what's happening with plastic cutting boards. I didn't know that it's also happening with glass and ceramics. This I should have told
yes,
Yeah, the amount of fucking bullshit that's online about hygiene and stuff
Yeah,
is
it's crazy.
insane. It's fucking insane. Like we need more hygiene. It's we don't need more hygiene. We need fucking more bacteria and make us stronger again.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
it's a lo-
I don't know about that, but people have been using wooden cutting boards for
and
ages.
for a reason.
And I think, I think no one ever died from bacteria in a wooden cutting board. At least not that I've
No, but it's
heard
also
of, right?
it's forbidden, and I'm not sure if it's still, but when I used to work as a chef, it was forbidden to have the wooden chopping boards. You had to have
Yeah, because all that plastic in your fucking food
it's
is
so much
great.
better. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's so weird.
It used to be forbidden in Austria too, but now it's permitted.
Okay.
It's
You can
just so
use a wooden cutting
crazy
board.
when you go
For
on-
that very
Yeah.
for that very reason, there has been these studies which showed that you can even cut meat and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
in a wooden cutting
See,
board.
like
Yeah.
a butcher
Very
block, they
recent.
always
Did you-
use wood.
Did
Yeah,
you
but you're permitted to do so in Austria.
okay.
now.
Did you see the videos about people are actually eating like raw chicken now on Instagram and stuff?
Yeah, I saw a guy. It's crazy.
There's one guy that's just he's posting a video of him eating like raw chicken every day until he gets a tummy ache,
Wow.
and he's not getting a tummy ache. Like I don't know if that's real, but I mean he's definitely chewing on fucking raw chicken and eating it.
Even if I didn't get sick of it, I wouldn't enjoy raw chicken.
No, me neither. I prefer it cooked, but
Like a chicken
it's just,
sushi.
like we need to get less figgly about it and just.
Yeah, I agree.
There is
Right.
one kind of wood that is not good for a cutting board. That's bamboo.
Bamboo.
Right?
It's not a wood.
Yeah.
It's grass.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Grass. Yeah, you're right.
But
Wow.
I agree.
I mean, but they sell them in like every
Yes, everywhere.
cheap store. Yeah.
even
Yeah,
expensive
it's
stores.
probably the most popular cutting board in IKEA.
Yeah,
It's made
yeah.
out
Yeah.
of bamboo.
Oh
Yeah.
no, is that okay?
They used
I'm
to have
not
like
gonna
this really
say.
big one with this little
I
ledge. You
think
can...
I have one of those.
Yeah, but the old ones are I think beech or something. I have an old one which I broke,
Yeah.
and I borrowed it from my dad. I used to
I have
needed
a
to
very
get a big
thick
one.
one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they have different stuff, but the new ones they are a lot of them are indeed bamboo.
I want that's if there's someone listening, or if you guys know someone that actually makes like awesome cutting boards, and
Yeah, I know
want a
somebody.
new. Yeah, I need
Me
like a
too.
full set.
Yeah.
Yeah, Albert's got a guy
Also, like
right
a-
in his building that makes them.
I made
A
two.
magnetic, also the magnetic, the knife boards.
Sure.
Oh, I need a cool set.
He even does octagonal end grain
Oh wow,
knife.
that's
blocks.
cool.
Are they? Oh man, I need. Hook me up.
Yeah, I will, but they're extremely expensive.
Okay. Well, maybe you give me the friend. The friend. How do you call that?
The friend discount.
Yeah. Or else you're not
I-
getting
I-
your
I-
Helios.
I-
So
I can ask him. Yeah, but I'm not doing it. A colleague of ours.
I don't care. Get it done.
Yes, sir.
The good chopping board with end grain is it's really nice.
Yeah, I just want a cool set, and then throw away all that fucking garbage I have.
It's a lot of work though, but it's nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh no, I'm willing to pay for it as long as it's not like you know, I'm not a fucking millionaire.
How many do you need?
What, boards?
Yeah,
2.
because I can build them for you. I've made I think 20 end grain cutting boards, so I can do one.
No,
So maybe
2.
maybe we can trade.
You just need a good
Okay,
planer.
what do you need?
Yeah, but we have a woodworking
that's-
shop in our like a professional
that's nice.
woodworking shop in our
I don't.
building.
I
Nice.
just
Next
made
to
it
the forge.
with the shit I have.
Yeah,
It was a struggle. A lot of
This
sanding.
big
Yeah,
grinder.
Yeah.
it's way easier if you have like proper
Yeah.
woodworking
Yeah.
machines. of
I
course.
did get
How
the
different.
blocks, like the end grain blocks. I did get them planed, but for the rest it was all sanding and sanding
Yeah.
and sanding and even more sanding.
Cool.
I
Let's
can-
trade something, Albert.
Yeah, we'll do.
What do you need?
A Helios, but you knew that.
Yeah. You're gonna make a lot of more boards for fucking Helios.
So we got 2 people haven't done their wanker yet. Matt and Tim. You guys got one?
Gonna be like just a person in general today.
Yeah, of course.
Well, it's just a small one that just popped up in my mind. We got our new bed delivered today, finally. But the guy that was putting the bed together, he put stuff up against our freshly painted wall, and now we have all scratches and scuffs on our freshly painted wall. So he's the wanker of the
Oh,
week.
damn.
Maybe even wanker of the month for me. Yeah.
Damn fucker.
Yeah.
What are you doing here if you just have a new bed?
Yeah, that was what I was wondering myself. No, it's too early, too early. So yeah, that's the wanker. It should get fixed though, but still, it's annoying.
Matt?
My wanker of the week?
Yeah. It's not Toby again, is it?
It is Toby. It is Toby. He wanted to. He keeps asking me if he could be on the podcast, like weekly now, and it's getting annoying. So, wanker of the week.
I heard you had a little surprise guest spot on his podcast.
Yeah, it was in their podcast. I actually called him for something else, and he was like, "It's this." I don't even know what he said. He was something like about that doesn't. The only thing I heard was him ending with, "Is this the person that doesn't make their own logo or something like that?" Because like we stole the logo of the Work For It podcast thingy.
With permission.
Yeah, then I said, am I live? Yes. and I told all their listeners that they should go listen to a real podcast, which is ours. And then I called them cunts and left. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I was actually talking to him about our America trip because he's also going to Blade Show. And it looks like we're going to be spending some time together.
Yeah, he's been complaining about it that he's gonna bring like sandwiches to eat and stuff because he can't afford to go out.
He is such a fucking wimp. He's always fucking complaining about everything. No, but I like him a little bit.
Maybe if we get enough patrons, we can afford to finance the three of us to go to Blade shows.
Well, there was a thing that I needed to. Are you going or not, Keith?
Were you on the last episode last week on the podcast with us? Or yeah, what did I say?
Yeah. No.
I said yeah. I said no.
Oh, you said yes?
No, I'm not going. This year I can't. No.
But on the phone you said yeah.
No, that must have been a different Keith.
Oh, God damn it. That was the real Keith. Okay, but you booked a hotel room?
I did. It's canceled already. Or did you need the room?
Yeah. not me. Toby needs it. I said I'll ask Keith on the podcast, so I did. But it's not available anymore.
It was a good price too because I ordered it like a year ago.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, Keith probably has one.
I should have asked if anybody wanted to take it.
Yeah. You always think about yourself only.
I know.
So, do you guys want like an extra question?
Is it going to be the dilemma question?
Yeah.
Bring it.
Nope.
It wasn't. It wasn't like a question you can say no to. Okay. Are we gonna answer all 3? 4? Sorry.
Yeah. What do I say?
Okay.
I think I don't have much of a choice now.
Nope. Would you rather drink up vomit from a dark alley ground or puke in your mouth every time someone said your name?
I would go with the last option because not many people say my name. They also always say the wrong name. So yeah, I would go with that one.
I would say your name so many times.
You don't know my real name, so I'm good.
I'll get to that.
I'm gonna say the same thing because nobody can say my name in Austria. I think only the knife makers can say it. Everybody says kite, keys.
Kite.
Yeah.
Keys.
Keys is like small stones in Austria.
Yeah, Kiesel. Okay, this is a stupid one.
It was an easy one.
No, I would go with the first option.
Nice. I think so.
Yeah.
I would too.
No, because
once.
it opens for people who don't like you. It opens up so much possibilities for them to annoy you. So I'm not gonna give anyone that power.
I didn't think about that.
I'd just do it once and be done with it. So first option for me.
Okay, I'm gonna like to officially welcome you to the podcast, Albert.
Thank you.
I have like a good one for you. Here we go. This one is so fucking bad. Would you rather go down on your grandpa or have your grandma go down on you?
Oh fuck.
That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's not a wrap.
That's a tough
Yeah,
one.
you have to answer.
I guess I would take the grandma option because
I mean, at least it's not gay.
Take them both.
No.
Like a threesome.
yeah, that's what Anna would
No,
do.
that doesn't work here.
All or nothing.
Oh my god, no. Option 2. Yeah. Fucking, that's disgusting.
But you didn't answer.
Option 2.
Option 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because it's not gay, so.
Okay, that's why.
I mean, that's better than. I mean, yeah. Keith?
What's up?
Answer.
I said take them both.
God, you just fucking honored it, you asshole. Timo.
It's gonna be hard. I don't have any grandpas or grandmas left, so I think this is out of discussion.
Oh, that's not fair. You're ruining the question.
Just answering.
I don't either, by the way, and I still answer.
Yeah, we
it,
do.
Timo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But no one said they had to be. They had to be alive.
Oh wow.
Okay, that is a wrap. And then, fucking hell.
All right, Timo, where can everybody find you?
On Instagram, on TSAK what is it? I changed it recently.
TSAK Handmade knives.
Yeah, TSAK Handmade knives. Yeah, it's changed from. It used to be Basement Made, but I'm not in the basement anymore, so it's TSAK Handmade knives now on Instagram. Also,
Nice.
I am on Facebook, but I don't really do much there. So the best thing is just to go to Instagram.
If you guys need some asbestos removal quotes, give him a call.
And Keith, now you have to go to his Facebook and find his worst picture.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm on it. I got it.
There are a lot. There are a lot.
If you can find one where he actually fits in the picture, because this dude is huge. He's like 6 meters high.
6 meters, wow.
And we got our new host, Albert. If nobody knows where to find him yet, I don't know what to tell you, but Albert's on Southwick Messerschmitt, Ox Tools. Where else, Albert? You got like three or four things going, right?
And messermanufaktur.at.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Matt, nobody cares. Talk to you next week.
Yep. Fuck out of here.
Bye.
Bye bye.